History of accounting. Accounting is exactly as old as history for a simple reason. Herodotus defined the beginning of history as the beginning of writing, and the first writings were accounting records. Let's draw a large historic perspective to see the emergence of writing and accounting. We have the year 0, the birth of Christ, and we go in the past up to minus 8,000, and after 0 up to today, a little bit after the year 2000. About 10,000 years ago, that is around the year minus 8,000 or 8,000 BC, the Earth warmed up. It was the end of the glacial period. The Earth warmed up, and humankind began in various areas of the world to settle down in villages and change its way of life from hunting and gathering to growing crops, growing or raising cattle, and producing its food as opposed to just finding its food in nature. So this is the beginning of villages and social organization, exchanges, and things like that, and actually proto-writings. But writing as such appeared just before the year minus 3000 in an area of the world that was called Sumer writing, about minus 3200. That is the first scriptures that can be interpreted as writing words, and actually that were deciphered. And these writings, they were used to record contracts and later on to note legal codes, and also to note epics, like the Gilgamesh epic that was written around there, and the Hammurabi code was written also around there. This recording of contracts was the beginning of accounting, but it was a very simple accounting that is called single accounting, that we shall see in a minute. There is another type of accounting that was invented in northern Italy in around the 12th century that we talked about in the preceding lesson. So let's go back first of all to the invention of writing, or the emergence of writing. It appeared in an area of the world called Sumer. That is the modern Kuwait, even though the geography has changed a little bit. And that was in the year roughly 3200 before the birth of Christ. This writing can be deciphered, can be read, and it has given a hell of a lot of information about the civilization of Sumer and those that followed Sumer. But as I said, this writing that was used for accounting at that time was simple. There are two types of accounting: single entry accounting, from this beginning of writing, minus 3200, up until the beginning of the 13th century. It is also called cash accounting. It accounts just for money in a till, and that is the one that we do in our checkbook booklet to keep track of how much money we have at the bank in our bank account. But in the 12th and 13th century, Italian merchants invented a more sophisticated type of accounting called double entry accounting, and we shall study it in this course. We shall see that it's called value accounting. We shall see why. So there will be value accounting as opposed to just cash accounting. That will be a small part of value accounting, and we shall learn about these things called debit and credit transactions, accounts, and things like that.